Hello, everybody. This is your main man, Keith, here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Monday afternoon to all my viewers on this awesome channel. Today, the Seattle Seahawks will be traveling to America's third largest city, also known as the Windy City, and that city is called Chicago, Illinois, where they'll be facing against the Chicago Bears in Soldier Field, which they say is the oldest NFL stadium, and that is true, by the way. Built in 1924, opened up that same year, and it's also been said that it's the smallest NFL stadium by all means. So, Soldier Field, it's a really nice one, really nice stadium in my opinion. Personally, I've never been in that stadium, but the cool thing about it is, unlike First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it overlooks another Great Lake, Chicago. It overlooks Lake Michigan, while the Cleveland Browns Stadium, First Energy Stadium, overlooks Lake Erie. So without further ado, let's get right into this, folks. It is primetime Monday Night Football here in Chicago, Illinois, as the Chicago Bears are ready to come out of the tunnel to battle off against the Seattle Seahawks. And I say Monday night because today is Monday, November 2nd, 2020. It always feels like a Monday Night Football game, doesn't it? With this dark sky, or even Sunday.
From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears versus Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Alright, now we're ready to return to kickoff. We got Cordell Patterson, the former Minnesota Vikings kickoff returner for this Bears team. He is ready to return here on the kickoff, and he will get stopped at the 32 here. At Soldier Field, we see Mitch Trubisky stepping onto the field for the first time today here in Chicago. The University of North Carolina product. That's where Michael Jordan also went to college and played college basketball there. And Tarik Cohen runs it in for 15 yards there. And this will be a first down for the Bears. And this is going to be a really interesting matchup. And Allen Robinson gets a reception, but they are in the red zone for 37 yards in. He gets it in the red zone, and we got a couple more yards until we get it to the end zone, which that's the goal in football. And Trevor Davis gets his first reception of the game and the first touchdown of the game for the Chicago Bears, and it will now be 7-0 here in Chicago as Trubisky passes it off to Trevor Davis and runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Alright, now we're ready to return. Now we're ready to kick off, here in Chicago. And I think we'll be ready to return. Seattle's ready to return here. And he's going to get stopped at the 28-yard line. And we see Russell Wilson, the Super Bowl 48 champion, stepping onto the field for the first time today. He's been on the team since 2012 now. At least for 8 years, and now he's going to get sacked by Robert Quinn, the former St. Louis Rams defensive lineman and Dallas Cowboys. He did play a little bit with the Dallas Cowboys. But we are at the 19 now, second down and 18 for the Seattle Seahawks. And they are ready to run this in. And there's a fumble. I think they recovered, and the Seahawks say they have the football, and they do. It's 3rd and 10 now from the 28-yard line here in Chicago. And he gets a reception there, but is it enough for the first down? No, the answer will be a big no. But we get to return the punt return with Tarik Cohen, Chicago's running back. Here and now we got Tarik Cohen. He's ready to, and he gets stopped at the 16 there. And it's an 11-yard return. That's not very much. So we have to get as many first downs as we can, because that's the main game of football. You want to get as many touchdowns, many first downs, and I get an incomplete pass there. I almost got sacked. So we cannot screw around. We got to make first downs happen here in Soldier Field. He's going to throw it deep across the field, but Tarik Cohen gets the reception, gets it down at the 26 there, 1st and 10 for Chicago. And now Allen Robinson gets a reception, and that will be his first touchdown of the game. Trevor Davis scored the first touchdown for the Chicago Bears, and it will now be 14-0 here in Cook County, Illinois. Okay, now we got an easy opportunity to get it in goal line. So it's 1st and goal from the 1. I'm going to hand the ball off to Cordell Patterson, who just returned the kickoff, and he will score a touchdown for the Chicago Bears team. First rushing touchdown of the game, despite really being a wide receiver. I put him at 3rd position running back, and he made it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears, and it will now be 21-0, and we will see you guys at the 2nd quarter. Okay, folks, now it's the end of the 1st quarter, where the Chicago Bears will be leading as 21-0 here in Soldier Field. We're going to use a zone coverage on 3rd and inches now. Wilson, he's ready to throw. Incomplete pass there on the play. 4th down. Bears are going to have to return the punt. And that will be out of bounds. And it will be out, I'm going to say at the 30-yard line. But we see Mitch Trubisky stepping on the field for the 2nd quarter, as we got Tarik Cohen as our running back. And he's going to get stopped there at the 34. 2 rushes and 18 yards total. So this is now 2nd and 7 from the 34. Trubisky looking to throw. Passes it to Roquan Smith, the linebacker. But I subbed him in for tight end positions because I want them to play a little bit of offense and some defense. I know Chuck Bednarik of the Philadelphia Eagles did it in the 50s and 60s. Played both offense and defensively. And Roquan Smith gets his first touchdown reception of the game there, and it will now be 28-0. Oh, I like that tip-off celebration there. Kind of reminds me of when we did our 2K20 videos. They're still up, by the way, and I'm hoping to get 2K21 sometime this month in November, and we'll do some fun videos then. So it's now 28-0. We'll see you guys when we are on defense. Oh my gosh, there is a booth review. They're going to say, could he be in the end zone or was he out? We do not know. They're going to say receiver did have possession, but let's listen to the officials here. It is, in fact, a touchdown. Stands. Okay, now this is 1st and 10. We're in the zone coverage here. We're ready. Seattle got a first down earlier during the small break. And he's going to hand the ball off to Chris Carson, in fact. Gets 2 rushes, 16 yards in. So now they're at the 47. Russell Wilson is trying to scramble the field here. They're going to run it. Oh, and there's a fumble. And it looks like the Bears are going to recover the football. Akeem Hicks gets Seattle's, I think, 2nd turnover of the game, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's their first. My apologies. It's their first turnover. of the evening here in Chicago. Roquan Smith gets a reception here, but he will unfortunately get stopped. 7 for 8 there, 228 yards. For Chicago now, they are on fire this game. They're doing really phenomenal, and he is gonna get stopped at the 28-yard line. So we're going to use 2nd and 9 now. We're going to run it in. He's going to hand the ball off to Tarik Cohen. And does he get it in to the goal line, first down line? Yes, he will. And now we're at the 19 here. 1st and 10 now. He's going to hand the ball off. And he's going to get stopped at the 7 there. 1st and goal, in fact, for the Chicago Bears team. And he's going to get stopped there at the 3. We're going to take a timeout. All right, now we're going to hand the ball off. We're at the 3-yard line, and we get it into the end zone. Touchdown Bears. It's now 35-0 here in Chicago. And we will see you guys we'll see you guys in the second half. All right, now we are ready to kick off the second half here in Chicago because we returned the first half. Seahawks, however, they got Rashad Penny ready to return here. They're looking forward to scoring their at least first touchdown of the game, and they will get stopped at the 30 here in Chicago, Illinois. So he's ready to throw. He's going to pass it to DK Metcalf. Gets it down to the 45. So now it's 1st down and 10 now. First reception of the game for DK Metcalf. So now we're at the 45. Now he's going to pass it off to Tyler Lockett. And he will get it down 2nd and inches. But we gotta move the chains, play some defense. Now Chris Carson here is gonna run this out, and he will not get tackled until he gets stopped at the 25. So this will be 1st and 10 for Seattle. Yes, it's Seattle. I'm Chicago playing on defense. All right, now he threw a pass there. It was incomplete. 2nd down and 10 now. This offense is hyped because the Bears are dominating the defense of units for this awesome Chicago Bears team. He's ready to throw. Incomplete. It was almost an INT there. Could have been an interception, but it's 3rd down and 10. Ready. And if they do not make this 3rd down and 10, if they do not make this a 1st down, they will have to. I'm going to say have to. Oh, and we get an interception there. I think it is Kyle Fuller gets his first interception of the game. And this will fortunately be Seattle's 2nd turnover of the game. Wow, an INT for Russell Wilson. And now Roquan Smith gets a reception. He will get down to the 45. 8 for 9, 253 passing yards for Mitch Trubisky. That is incredible there, folks. He is off to a positive. The Chicago Bears are in a positive mood, and we get sacked by Bobby Wagner, who has a 99 overall on Madden 21. That's why you probably saw the gold cleats on during the introduction, because I think DeAndre Hopkins also has a 99 overall, if I'm not mistaken. And he will get it into the end zone there. 51-yard touchdown by Allen Robinson. And it will now be, we're going to try a 2-point conversion here. We're going to make it for 2. Hopefully this can work. And now I'm going to hand the ball off to Cordell Patterson, and it is good. And we're going to play And we'll see you guys when we are on defense. Khalil Mack scores a 2-point safety for the Chicago Bears. He pins Russell Wilson into the end zone here that time. And now Chicago gets 2 points. I'd give some credit to Akeem Hicks there because he did make the assist there. So it's mainly Khalil Mack, by the way. And now we got the punt return. Free punt at the 20. They kick it off. We got Anthony Miller ready to run this out. And he's going to get stopped there at the 34. We only got 3 seconds to go. But let's make this final play of the third quarter. And hopefully we can get at least a first down. Possibly then. And we do not. But at least we're doing a really good job here in this game. As we see part of the downtown skyline of Chicago, it kind of lights up and makes it really cool in my opinion, by the way. It really makes it unique. And we are down at the 50. 9 rushes, 64 yards, and a touchdown. We're at the middle of the field. We are at the 50, by the way. So we're going to hand the ball off to Tarik Cohen, and he will get stopped there at the 47. So now we're going to use a single back formation. We're going to use possibly some spacing. And I'm thinking it's 2nd and 6 now, so I am going to run it in. I am just going to... And we do get a catch, and it's Roquan Smith. I was not expecting that to be a pass, but wow. 315 yards in this game. That is incredible, folks. Incredible right there. But now I am going to get sacked by KJ Wright. And it's 2nd down and 13 for Chicago here. And we're going to use double slant play. I want to make this snap before the 2-minute warning here. And that will be an incomplete pass. 10 for 12 there. 315 total yards on that play. It's 3rd down and 13 now. And we're going to pass it to Trevor Davis. And Davis gets a reception. But there's a 2-minute warning, like I just mentioned, coming up here. So we're at the 18. We're at the 18 here. I'm thinking of passing it to Trevor Davis, but he does, in fact, get it in. We are at goal line, and that is really good for the Chicago Bears. So now he's going to pass it to Trevor Davis, and he gets a touchdown. 2nd touchdown of the game for Trevor Davis. And it's now going to be 52-0 here at Soldier Field. All right, now Russell Wilson is going to pass it off to his main receiver, DK Metcalf. So now this is 2nd down and 7 for the Seattle Seahawks. There's only less than a minute to go. They need to get at least 1 touchdown here, or maybe a first down if they really want to. I mean, they are getting crushed by this miraculous Chicago Bears offense. And now that will be an incomplete pass. 6 for 12 on the day. 53 yards. That's not even good enough. It really isn't. That is not good. I'd give him an F. And he gets sacked. Oh, Danny Trevathan gets a fumble recovery there. And that, my friends, will end the game. 3 turnovers for Seattle in this episode. And now he's ready to run. And he does get it into the end zone. Their touchdown Bears, as it's now going to be 58-0. We're going to score the PAT, and we'll see you guys when the game is over. The game is over here, folks, at Soldier Field. The Chicago Bears win it at home, 59-0. What a blowout in this game for the Chicago Bears, they did win big time, mainly their offensive unit and that super big arm of Mitch Trubisky's throwing it. He had a strong arm today, throwing it across the field, and his receivers getting touchdowns. Mainly it was Roquan Smith, despite being a linebacker. Oh wow, 21, 14, 10, 14. That's 59 in all. And Seattle scored nothing at all. And I'll explain a little bit more about that when we go to statistics. Team statistics. Okay, now, um, as you guys saw, the Chicago Bears won it at home, 59 nothing. Total offense of 448. They had 104. We had 103 rushing yards. Seattle had 72. We had 345 passing yards. Seattle got 32. We got 12 first downs. They had 5. 11 punt return yards. Seattle had 147 kickoff return yards, while we had 50. 509 total yards for Chicago. Seattle had 251, 3 turnovers out there on the day. We were 1 for 1 on third down. Fourth down, nobody did. 2-point conversions, we did really well on. That was a 100%. Red zone, we were 4 for 4, 4 touchdowns there. And I don't think there were any penalties from what my understanding is. Now, Mitch Trubisky did get a passer rating, perfect passer rating of 158.3, 13 out of 15 attempts, 354 yards, and 5 passing touchdowns. That is incredible, folks. Russell Wilson, on the other hand, did not do very well in this game. 25.5 passer rating, 6 out of 13, 53%. And no touchdowns whatsoever, but an INT. I'd give Mitchell Trubisky an A+. Russell Wilson would have to get an F- on their performances today. Now, Tarik Cohen had 11 carries, 102 yards, and 2 touchdowns with 6 broken tackles on the day. Russell Wilson had 4 carries, 37 yards, and no touchdowns whatsoever. Cordell Patterson, however, on his only carry of the game, got it in for a touchdown, and that was that. I think it was the 3rd touchdown of the game, and it was somewhat in the first quarter. Roquan Smith did an awesome game receiving wise. 5 receptions, 127 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day. Trevor Davis had 4 receptions, 55 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Allen Robinson had 3 receptions, 114 yards, and a TD. DK Metcalf had 3 receptions, 25 yards, and no touchdowns. Tyler Lockett had 1 reception and 10 yards and did not get a touchdown. Tarik Cohen did get a one reception, 58 yards there, and no touchdown as well. Let's see how many sacks we got in this game. Wow, Khalil Mack had 2 sacks in this game. KJ Wright, Robert Quinn, Bobby Wagner all had 1 sack in this game at least. Kyle Fuller had 1 INT. It was returned for 18 yards, but it wasn't really a touchdown. But let's see the safeties here. Khalil Mack, the former Oakland Raiders defensive lineman, did get the team's only 2-point safety, and there were no defensive touchdowns from both teams. So that wraps it up, everybody. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more content in the near later future, and we'll see you guys next time. We'll see you guys next episode, and we will show you the next episode's matchup here in just a moment. And this, my friends, will be the next episode's matchup, which was yesterday's matchup, but the Kansas City Chiefs won 35-9. So we're going to do our own version of it. So the next episode will be the New York Jets traveling to Kansas City, Missouri to battle off against the Kansas City Chiefs. That wraps it up, everybody. See you guys soon. Peace out. Have a great Monday afternoon.